Get started here, just remember to stick around because we do the Newsbeat nightly after the Newsbeat show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about our first day for the Newsbeat Live Open House. Whirlpool was crushed. What is going to happen tomorrow? Google on the intraday. My trading predictions here, our precise daily stock levels, as well as our game plan on Forex, our full stock analysis. I am Mark Melnick, and this is the Newsbeat Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Newsbeat Show. We had an interesting day, a Monday, late July, going into the month of August next week. What is there to do in a crazy market like this? Believe it or not, there actually indeed was opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and just talk about, how I personally graded myself on the first Newsbeat Live Open House for this week. And for day one, I'm giving myself a B minus, and a lot of you guys might be like, you're being a little too harsh on yourself, but I'll explain to you why shortly. So, first, let's get right into our list. The first thing I did was say Cliff is upgraded. It's my best focus name, and Pizza downgraded. It's my second best focus name. So I basically gave my two favorite names were listed. This is what our game plan looked like in the pre-market. So again, if you're part of this, open house here, great. You should be here by 9 o'clock a.m. because we go over everything. It's good to prepare. Don't be one of those people like I was 15, 14 years ago when I was trading. Would roll out of bed. You'd wake up 9 o'clock. You'd rush, get everything you need to do so you could be at your computer at 9:30. Believe me, you want to get up a little bit earlier because that's going to really get you prepared. So, just looking into the name we traded today, again, this was actually a name that was on our game plan from last night. However, you got this amazing upgrade in Cliffs today. So, I did the one and done strategy and I did the high five. And this is what happened with the one and done strategy. Stock came right here, opened up, popped up, and pulled in. And if you are following it, normally you would get stopped out when it goes below 1033 to like 1032. I ended up holding it. It went down another 8 cents against me and continued to take off. And a lot of us did very well in this stock today. I actually, believe it or not, made money off the one and done strategy because I decided not to sell out here. And again, I'm doing this in real time. I'm telling you guys that I'm still in the position, guys, for better or worse. I'm still in it. I'm still in it. I'm still in it. And I'm repeating myself till 10 o'clock until the stock finally starts breaking out. It's not like there's like some hidden agenda here, which every broadcaster I know out there does that because broadcasters don't like taking losses for some reason, like as if anyone on the planet likes taking losses. I'd rather just be a little bit more up front with you before doing things like this. So looking at Cliff, I actually statistically said that the one and done strategy, I scratched it off as a wrong trade. Now again, it's right 8 out of 10 times. That doesn't mean for every 10 times you do it, you'll be wrong twice. This is one of those 10 times this is one of those 10 times that you will be wrong, and it will continue to be like that. On average, you'll fail 2 of them out of 10 for every 10 of them you do. That's the mentality that I have with this. Nonetheless, most of us actually crushed it because I held went 8 cents below my stop stubbornly, dare I say, and then the stock continued to take off. However, we also brought up the high five strategy where we look for the first test of the exponential 8 and then a breakout. And you could see CLF right over here, pulled down, digested, hit the exponential 8 right over here for the first time. and then popped up and took off. So we actually called another high five breakout strategy through the 5 minute, and the stock went from $10.40 all the way to $11.31. And when the stock hit $11.30, I sold out of the final 25% of my position. I had a crushing trade in CLF today. Again, I make it. I You're getting acclimated. It's a new room for you. You haven't seen things like this before. It's fine. I completely respect it. But that was my number one focus name. If you wish to see the results of all the one and done strategies and all the high five strategies, watch Newsbeat show number 130. I believe it's on Facebook. I'm not sure. I think I was having trouble streaming it on YouTube. I apologize. So just do a Facebook search on T3 Live's page for Newsbeat show number 130, and I'll give you the results. Today, I was 6 for 10 between. So let me explain what do I mean 6 for 10. Look, we gave 5 names. I'm talking, I did the one and done, and analyzed the one and done on all of them, and analyzed the high five strategy on all of them. And after full analysis, I was actually right 6 out of 10 times. That's why I'm giving myself a B minus today. For me, if it was 7 out of 10 times, I'd give myself a B. If I was right 8 out of 10 times, I would give myself an A, and if I was right 9 out of 10 times, I'd give myself like an A plus, I guess, or whatever. It's just a silly little rating shirt. Yeah, I got my official PGA shirt on. You know who's never swung a golf club outside of a miniature golf course in his life? Yours truly, Mark Melnick. So with that being said, 6 out of 10 I was right today, but fortunately for me, the one I was right on was my best focus name, so I was able to crush the market today. Again, 6 out of 10 isn't the best numbers. Am I disappointed in it? No, because I've literally went from this point, I've probably done easily over 1,000 names that I back tested this on. So to take a random sample size of 10 using two strategies and being right 6 out of 10, to me is not a big deal. It's going to happen. A lot of times we're right 10 for 10, and that's going to happen as well. So I thought it was very good today with Cliff. I thought there was a ton of opportunity, and the other names worked out pretty well. Roku was the tough one, which tagged me, and Pizza, my second favorite name, was absolutely incredible. So it's funny that the two of my favorite names actually ended up working out the best. So I want to talk about some earnings here today, and we're going to talk about Whirlpool. And, just talking about Whirlpool here, and Whirlpool got crushed after hours, and you could just see it here down at 137.33. I wanted to talk to you guys because a lot of people like to come to you with, again, these earnings trades and then talk about it after it happens. And, we were able to at least catch it. Again, not the biggest trade in the world. To be honest, I didn't even want to discuss it, to be honest, but somebody was you guys were telling me to discuss it and go over it, but here 3:50 p.m. is the tweet, and we bought $140 puts expiring this week at 80 cents. That's from today, July 23rd. That's a live tweet. We tweet out the positions for the room. I generally tell you guys that it's better to be part of the room than that Twitter service because you don't get all the other intraday trades. Like you wouldn't get Cliffs, for example, on the intraday trades. I'm actually trying to do this. How many of you guys would love if the Twitter service actually tweeted out my morning game plan? Like, how many of you guys would love this? First of all, you'd be able to do the one and done and high five strategy at your own discretion using the Newsbeat live names. I think this is going to be a game changer for the Twitter. This would be a complete game changer for the Twitter. The Twitter is a paid service. And if you remember from the last 100 episodes, I tell you guys don't sign up for it, and people still sign up for it because they're still getting value. I don't say don't sign up for it because I don't think it's worth it. I say don't sign up for it because the room is 5,000 times more valuable. So I'm saying, why would you spend $2 for a pizza pie when you could spend $3 and get a pizza pie every day for the rest of the year? You know, why would you ever want to do that? So again, done. Hold on one second. My Google thing just left there for a hot second. Let me just make sure it's still working. Yep, it's still working. Okay, good. So I wanted to talk about Whirlpool here for a second. And why we call this. So a lot of you guys were looking and you were like, why the 140 puts? Why did you do this? The truth is, I was thinking about the 135 puts and I was thinking about the 145 puts. The reason why I took the 140 puts is because I thought it would open up under 140. And I might be wrong. I don't know where it's going to go. So far, it's looking good. But again, it's not bad when I'm going to walk in tomorrow and potentially make 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900, 1,000% if we get blessed and the stock just plummets further. We could hit a home run. A lot of you guys already hit a home run on Whirlpool. A lot of you guys took shares short and psychotic things like that, and you're all of a sudden you're magically up 15 points and you're like, oh whoa, what the hell happened here? Great trade. Congratulations to all that were part of it. I just wanted to explain more importantly than the money part. The money part I think is secondary. You have to understand why I did it. I think that's the most important part. How many of you guys want to buy a dishwasher? How many of you guys want to buy a dishwasher right now? Come on. How many of you guys want to buy a dishwasher? Go buy a Josh, go buy a dishwasher, Josh. You're good, Grant? Yeah, me too. You know what? No dishwasher for you, Tiff? Hey, look, we're like brothers. I don't want a dishwasher either. I have one as well. And guess what? It works great. And I don't even treat it well. I don't even talk to it nicely. I fill it up with dirty dishes. I throw it in. I close the door. I slam it. I pour in, green dishwasher detergent because I would never use the chemically induced stuff. See what I did there? And I just throw it up and I say, clean my dishes. And I press a button and I walk away and I pretend it doesn't exist. And you know what it does? It cleans my dishes and it works fine. So what is the point I'm making? Whirlpool is in a terrible industry. You see, when you buy an Apple iPhone, you know how many times you're going to replace that Apple iPhone? How many iPhones have you owned in your life between ones that broke and newer models? Go ahead. How many iPhones have you guys ever bought in your life? Can you even count them on your fingers? Every 2 years, Joe? Okay. Some people get the new model every time it comes out. 3, 5. So let me get this straight. You're buying 0. You're an Android. And that's why Google has a good business model too. You're buying 5 phones. You're buying 5 of these phones. This phone, what is my phone? This is a 6S. What is my phone worth? $1,000? I'm making the number 809. I don't even know what it costs, and I bought it. It's more than $200, brother. iPhone is more than $200. Well, the point I'm making, yeah, Colton, this isn't the Price is Right. Colton's like 201. The point being is you're replacing and buying these things all the time. Facebook, you're clicking new ads all the time. Apple, you're buying new products all the time. Amazon, you're buying new products all the time. Netflix, you're still paying a monthly subscription all the time. Google, you're clicking and you're going to Google sites all the time, as well as using Android and their other services. You know what you're not doing all the time? Is buying a Whirlpool dishwasher. So if you were wondering where it came from that they were going to get crushed on earnings, is if I went through the room right here and I said, how many of you guys, just the FANG names, used Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, and I supported them in any way and how they make money, almost the room would flood with me. We have 623 people in the room right now. How many of you guys have ordered something from Amazon recently? Again, the numbers would be astronomically high. However, if I came to you guys and said, how many of you guys bought a dishwasher this year? Forget about this month, this year. And most of you would be like, no. I mean, oh, Mark, I did. I redid my whole kitchen because my wife threatened that she was going to murder me unless I did it. Unless I redid the entire kitchen, I wouldn't be alive here to tell the story. And I'd be like, okay, bro, you are that one person who bought a new dishwasher. But the point I'm making here is nobody is buying your garbage products, Whirlpool, because your products work. One of the stupidest things that you could do when selling a good product is quality assurance. The worst thing you could do is quality assurance. You know what? I have a story for you. You remember the old Apple Macs back in the day I'm taking you back. 1992, 1993, 1990. Do you remember the old school Apple products? First of all, in the event of a war and in the event of a bomb going off, those Apple Macs would have survived. Not only that, they would have housed a new species of insect and ensured their survival and safety. Not only that, those Apple Macs can work to this day. You could hit the power button and they work. Nowadays, everything breaks down. Do you notice that? That back in the day, computers lasted longer than they do today. Do you realize that it's actually part of the shareholder value that they design these products intentionally to break down so you will be obligated to buy a new one? Did you know that? What do you think? We could land a rover on Mars, record the soil information, send back potentials if there's biological life there, but we can't get your iPhone to work after 3 years. That we can't do. That's where we draw the line. That's our limit. Like, are you kidding me? So going back to like Whirlpool here, yes. Guess what? My dishwasher hasn't broken. Guess what? That sucks for you. It's great for me. Sucks for you. And as a result, with the position that we took, guess what? I can buy a few Whirlpool dishwashers now for free based on the put plays we have done. So, if you're part of the room and you're part of the people who took this Whirlpool play, buy a new dishwasher. Why don't we make it a fair game? Buy a new dishwasher. Or don't. Or don't buy a dishwasher if yours is working properly. Next, we're going to move on to the list and we're going to talk about Google and intraday predictions. What do you think Google's going to do tomorrow? Well, they gapped up on. I'm not talking about gapping. Oh, Mark, they're gapping up. Like, congratulations. No, I'm talking after the market opens and throughout the day. You want to know what's going to happen with Google tomorrow? I'll show you. I'll show you what tomorrow's daily is going to look like on Google. How's that for thinking in the future? How's that? You know what tomorrow's daily in Google is going to look like? It's going to look similar to this. Look at October 27, 2017. Coincidentally, another time they crushed on earnings where they shot up and came all the way back down. You know how they say what goes up must come down? That's not always true in the market. I humbly believe that's going to be true for Google. What goes up must come down. First move, up, 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 up. Last move, down, 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 down. Well, what is it going to look like, Mark? Like this. Tomorrow's daily is going to look, it's going to gap up, obviously, right? But this is what it's going to look like. Similar. I'm not saying it'll look exactly like that in shape and dimension and size in every way possible. No, it's going to look similar to this where you open up, you shoot up, and you head back down. That is my prediction for Google. My analyst prediction for Google is actually a lot less bold and easily predictable. Like a Golden State Warriors fan, all you have to do is raise the price target on Google and pretend that it's your favorite company after they beat on earnings. So very simply, Google is going to come out. Every analyst is going to come out and upgrade the stock. Like just walking around, in New Jersey, I'm walking around and all of a sudden I see people wearing like Golden State memorabilia, and I'm like, really? How long were you a Golden State fan for? 45 minutes? You're a fan for 45 minutes? That's cool. Same thing with Google. These analysts are going to come out and they're going to front run these earnings and they're going to start putting 13, 14, 15, and $1,600 targets. To me, even though no analysts have come out yet and have done this, to me, reading these analysts are so easy at this point that it's obvious. So I think you're going to have a major down move off of the highs of Google tomorrow. Wherever those highs may be, you're going to have a major down move intraday tomorrow off of Google. How's that? I'll be right. I'll be wrong. But I will put myself out there every time, and I'm never going to Captain Hindsight you. I'm never going to say if Google does this, if Google does that, and play both sides of the same coin. I'll never do that for you. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into our precise daily stock levels. Now, this is a very key thing to keep an eye on. You should screenshot these because I updated the support and resistance levels for Google. Google changed all these levels dramatically because I have information, like the market's going to gap up tomorrow, Mark. Like, wow, I didn't see that coming, Mark. How did you know? So what I did was, since we know the market's going to gap up tomorrow, short of something astronomically unlikely happening after we go to sleep tonight, these are the levels that I would watch in the market. I have all my algorithmic support levels, all my algorithmic resistance levels. I'm putting in the time, I'm putting in the effort. These are the levels you need to keep an eye on. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, how about our game plan in Forex? And you might notice the game plan is the same game plan as yesterday with a different level. I'm talking about Cliffs again, CLF. It's a name that we caught this morning off the upgrade as well. It's a name we talked about on Sunday's game plan. I'm talking about it again. This time I'm looking for a break of 1131. That is today's high in Cleveland Cliffs, and I do think we might even get follow through again. Again, maybe we don't. Maybe I don't touch it. Maybe I have to see what it looks like tomorrow. But very bullish on CLF, and I'm looking for a break of 1131 tomorrow. How about all our forex trades? How about all our forex trades? Right over here. Right over here are all our forex trades. Just two of them. You get two buy orders. You get my size in US standard lots. You get the symbols I'm looking to buy, Aussie Swiss, Euro Swiss. You get the price 5 decimal places out of exactly where I'm looking to buy it. You get my stop loss level if I get filled and I am wrong. You get my take profit level if I get filled and I am right. Very simple, very transparent. These are live open orders. This is from my live open account, and this is exactly where I'm trying to buy it. Again, I don't always get filled on these. So what I do is 5 days a week, I cancel my orders that are not filled and put in new ones. I update this for you weekly, 5 days a week. So you always have fresh orders, always have fresh levels, always have fresh technicals, always have fresh consistent ideas. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to talk to you guys about the open house. We have 4 more days of an open house: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Not the greatest week in the world. Yes, there are earnings and there will be stocks that move, and we are catching the ones that move. And yes, in our room, we call things like CLF long. In our room, yes, we call things like Whirlpool long. But that's not to say that I don't take wins and losses as well. However, I humbly believe that you'll find that my consistency is second to none. And I humbly believe that when you actually see me apply the strategies in which I teach you, you'll actually see it making money in real time. And that's something that everybody here can attest to. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you would like to sign up for our free Newsbeat open house, you'll find a link within the description of this video. And of course, now we're going into our full stock analysis. That's your stock, my levels and thoughts, where I would personally look to buy and sell any security that you are watching, where I would give you an analysis on any security that you're watching. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the fastest growing trading room in the United States of America. Happy trading, make money. We'll see you guys next time on the Newsbeat live trading broadcast. Have a wonderful evening.